The 12 tribes of Israel were led out of Egypt led by Moses. God has promised them a home of their own, a land called Canaan, but once they got there, many of the Israelites were afraid of the armies of Canaan. They didn't trust God to help them win their battles. They wanted to go back to Egypt where they had been slaves. Because they didn't trust Him, they could not enter the promised land, and He had them wander the desert for 40 years. After 40 years, it was time for them to go to the promised land, but their leader Moses had died, so they didn't have anyone lead them to their new home.
Now that Moses is not around, who's gonna lead the people?
Why not you, Joshua?
God?
I've chosen you, Joshua, to lead the Israelites to the promised land.
Why me?
You've had Moses.
I can't, Lord.
You will face many challenges, but be strong and courageous, for I will never leave you.
Yes, Father.
Courageous, resolute, and persevering, prompt, incorruptible, and mindful of selfish interests in His care for those committed to His charge, and above all, inspired by a living faith in God. Such was the character of the man divinely chosen to conduct the armies of Israel. By his quiet, unpretending fidelity, his steadfastness when others wavered, his firmness to maintain the truth in the midst of danger, Joshua had given evidence of his fitness to succeed Moses.
The current's too strong. We can't pass through.
This is foolish. We should forget about it.
No. We have to have faith in God. He'll make a way.
Ha! You will not cross this river, because I am the king of Jericho. What I say goes, and if you try, you will surely die. If you somehow survive, we are protected by these great walls.
Because Joshua loved God, he had faith and trusted God. Joshua selected 2 men to sneak into Jericho to tell him about the king's army.
Hey! Intruders! Guard!
Do you know where they went?
Have you seen 2 intruders?
Yes, they were here, but they left.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Where did they go?
they went to the city gate.
Okay, thank you.
Go, hide in the mountains for 3 days, and you could go your own way.
Wait, why are you helping us?
Because I believe that your God is the true God, and He will save us in the future. But now that I saved you from the soldiers, would you spare my family when you come?
Yeah, just tie a red rope outside your house and make sure no one leaves.
Okay, thank you.
In obedience to the divine command, Joshua marshaled the armies of Israel. No assault was to be made. They were simply to make the circuit of the city, bearing the ark of God and blowing upon trumpets. The simple act of blowing a blast upon the trumpet by the army of Joshua around Jericho and by Gideon's little band about the hosts of Midian was made effectual through the power of God to overthrow the might of his enemies. The most complete system that men have ever devised, apart from the power and wisdom of God, will prove a failure, while the most unpromising methods will succeed when divinely appointed and entered upon with humility and faith.